Vamos, I know that you want it, boom. Logos, we cannot stop, pumps and boom. Ta-ta-ta-ta, I'ma make it boom.
This is a Stray Kids podcast. Welcome back to I'll Make a Stat of You, the podcast where I, Phil, drink eggnog while I hang out with my friend Tom, right? That's what we do here today and every day.
I don't have eggnog, but yeah, we do that on occasion.
What do we do it right now? And we do it while we listen to Stray Kids or talk about Stray Kids.
I mean, that's kind of that's the whole thing that we do here is
it is
talk about Stray Kids.
Yeah, it is. How are you doing, Tom?
Oh,
how are things?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing good. I'm on vacation officially as of yesterday, kind of.
Hell yeah.
Yesterday was interesting because we didn't exactly have the day off, but there was no indication that we would need to do anything. So I just told the guys just don't go into work tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
So, but we had one guy there he had watch anyway. And then I just had him submit a muster report to say that we were all there. And then he went home and nobody called me. So I'm like, okay, I guess we're good.
Yeah. And as long as they don't listen to this very podcast, they'll never know.
I don't think they'll. It was so everything student related was dealt with Thursday night. So there's no classes. There's no students. There's no watches. There's no reason to go to work. So that's probably why nobody said anything. Cause what we were going to do, go to the office and fucking do nothing. You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much. You could have had a holiday party. Doesn't that seem like something you'd like to do?
They did a holiday party.
Did they really? Okay.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, and they were really pushing hard to sell tickets to it.
Sell? It costs money to go?
Right. Well, so they use the money from the tickets to buy prizes that they give away.
Oh,
like a raffle thing,
I guess.
So, it's not and obviously the catering and renting a place to do it and all that stuff. So there is a reason to buy tickets, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. That's not my thing. Anytime somebody asked me they asked me what not going was unusual. And I'm like, hey man, there are some people that I like, but for the most part, 99% of the people that I interact with here at work, this is the only place I want to do that. If I even want to at all. I don't want to spend my off time, my liberty hours, my literal freedom hours going to a command function. That's not my idea of fun. Sorry.
Why? But if you go, you network, you talk about small talk. You just get to do small talk for a couple hours. It's great, right? You love that.
Yeah. Although I did go to a meeting with my senior chief and he was they were trying to put together a list of people because I guess there was some work that needed to be done. So they were trying to get a list of people that were not going to the holiday party. And, and they were because so if you went to the holiday party was on a Thursday night. So there's a couple weeks ago. So, and then they made Friday a non-training day. But if you didn't go to the holiday party, there were things that we needed to come in and do. We were going to get 4 bus loads of kids from boot camp. And so they needed help managing all of that since they were going to be understaffed since they gave everyone who went to the party the day off. So they were building this watch bill to be here's where people need to go, to work on Friday. And he said that the list is going to be pulled from who bought a ticket, and then whoever's not on that list is going to get put on this watch bill and told.
Oh no.
And I was like, so is it who attended the party or is it who bought a ticket?
And it's who bought a ticket. So you bought a ticket?
No.
Okay.
He's like, if you buy a ticket, and I'm like, how much are tickets? $35. I'm sitting there this is a room of chiefs, my senior chief and me just sitting there like $35 for a day off.
Wow. I hope at least one of them laughed about it, right? Come on.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
But I didn't do it. I didn't buy it. Okay, this part maybe I don't want them to listen to.
Okay.
I did go in on Friday, and we went to this one of the barracks where they were like, yeah, we're about to get like 300 new check-ins, and so we're gonna need people to like go to all the different barracks and kind of like just help them facilitate the students and like checking in and getting them on liberty and all that kind of stuff. And we're like, okay, cool. But the buses weren't expected for like a couple hours. So all of us from Tacto, we just went to our office to like, they went to hang out, but I actually had work to do. I needed to do the admin stuff that I normally do on Fridays. So like I needed to go do that. And then, so they went to the break room to like play video games. I went into the actual office, did real work for a couple hours. And then the guys came in and they were like, hey, we're heading back over, to the Jersey, the barracks, to help them out. And I was like, okay, have fun with that. And then I left. I went home.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I mean, you did actual work, to be fair to you. Also, you did work.
Yeah.
So
I did actual work, yeah. But the thing is, we were already accounted for. Like, we'd already checked in saying, hey, we're here. We didn't actually have to stay. So I don't know why
there's no way for them to like be like, oh, you know who wasn't here?
Right. Yeah.
Because it was already in paper.
Right.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart. You're always planning ahead. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
yeah. That's great. I had the kids' holiday party. I took Friday off from work because I was originally planning to like work, and I was like, I'll just work a little in the morning. I'll go to the holiday parties and then I'll work in the afternoon. And then I started looking at the schedules, and Logan's holiday party was at 8 and Michelle's was at 10 to 11. And then they got off school at 11:30. And I was like, well, there's no fucking point in me working. I just can't, like, why would I try to fit it in? Yeah. So I took the day off and I went. And quite possibly the worst thing that could happen to me specifically happened while I was there, which is that I walked in first, 8 a.m., walk into Logan's class. I see Logan. I'm there to like observe and enjoy the party with him and like take him home afterwards, right? Like that's what you do. And so I was just ready to enjoy and see how he interacts with his peers and stuff because I'm not in the class, so I don't get to see it as often. And he was doing great. He was helping the teacher. Like everybody else had to go onto the carpet, and he was helping the teacher bring out the chairs and stuff, put the chairs at the desks, which I thought was great. Like he was the helper. But then his teacher comes over to me and he's like, "Oh, hey, would you mind running the activity at this table?" And I was like, no. So I had to run an activity at a table. And I thought, okay, so like it wasn't that big a deal. It didn't last for that long because like once I had all the supplies out and one group was doing it, every group understood what was going on. Because it basically had gumdrops and toothpicks, and you were using them to like build a structure, right? So they were like, hey, it's fun with Christmas candy and it's educational. Cool. We did a fun activity, right? But at a certain point, like the kids I had all the supplies out. They didn't need help anymore. Nobody needed help doing it. They were just doing their thing. So I was like, well, I'm not necessary. So I'm just going to, hang out with Logan while, I'll keep my eye out in case a kid looks like they're having trouble or whatever. But like, they're in second grade. Like they can just do some shit. Right. Yeah. So it was fun. And, it was nice to hang out with Logan. And then his party kind of closed out. Most of the kids who had parents who were there left with their parents, but I had another kid's party to go to. So I said, okay, well, like I'm going to go to Michelle's class and then I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. And he's like, cool. So I go downstairs to Michelle's class And I go in there, and there's already some parents in there milling about, getting things prepared because the kids from the class had gone out to recess. And so they were getting everything prepared. And one of the parents like comes over to me and is like, "Hey, would you mind running an activity over here?" And I was like, I guess so. Yeah, sure. like, what am I going to be like? No, no, thanks. Yeah, I'm not going to like what, like,
Yeah.
it's so much like pressure to be like, oh yeah, you have to do this. And so I was like, yeah, sure. And it was mostly just like I had my station there it was like painting, and they got these like, snowflake ornaments, and then they could, they could paint the snowflakes and with different colors. And so but that one, I had to actively be there to like swap out the paints, help them clean off their little brushes and stuff. Luckily, Michelle wasn't at my activity first, but she was there second. And once I got the kids going, I could step away and check out what Michelle was up to. And so like we still had a good time. Like me and her had a really good time, even though I helped out a lot with that little station. And they also did something which I'm like 98% sure is not allowed, which is and they said they got the approval from the teacher, so it is what it is. But one of the parents brought a snow machine into the class, which was wow, words be hard. I haven't had that much. It's especially like weird because it's basically like a foam party. It's like a foam launcher thing, but it does it in a way that it like breaks it into chunks. So it, it's meant to be like snow, but it's bubbles. It's like soap bubbles. And it was so fucking loud. It was really loud. And they tried it out, tested it. They had like a tarp to put over the tables that were closest to it, and it had a remote control. So they were intending to like surprise the kids. Like they were going to have them do like an activity on the board and then, turn it on and then make snow appear. And that wasn't going to work because it was way too loud. So when they did finally turn it on, it was really loud and there were bubbles fucking everywhere. And like I was standing kind of behind the launching zone so that I wouldn't take any direct hits, but there were like micro bubbles after it was turned off floating for the rest of the time we were there, just all over through the whole room, floating around through the air everywhere. And I'm like, there's no way that the principal, if they had stopped by during this moment, would have been like, this is totally cool. This is a great thing to have happen. And one of the funniest things is like, kids are weird, right? And kindergartners are pretty weird. One of the kindergartners, I won't say their name, but I know who they are, was taking scoops of bubbles that were like landing on the tarp and then just mashing it into her hair. And like pressing it down and smiling like this is the best, ha ha ha, and then scooped up another batch of bubbles, shoving it into her hair, the top of her head, just rubbing it in. And I was just like, oh man, no man, what is going on here? And I saw her mom later, but I didn't say anything to her about it. I was just like, I'm just gonna. That same girl is like. They made cookies. They got to put icing on cookies, and she put black icing all over her cookie. And then she was eating it while they were like listening to one of the parents read a story, and she started having a coughing fit. And she was running over to their like water fountain in the classroom to just like drink some water. And I just saw her like walking by and her mouth was completely black. And then there was like black spit like drooling out of the sides of her mouth because she was like coughing, and it looked like she was like coughing up like black goop. It was I found it really funny. I thought it was hysterical, but I also didn't tell her mom about that either. So but I told Jeanette as soon as I got home, I was like, you gotta hear this story. She was mashing bubbles into her head and she was coughing up a black cookie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a good time. So I finally got to leave, and I was happy because fuck that place, people making me do things and interact. I don't want to have small talk, and I feel weird because I feel like that's an expectation that there are all these parents there who were like mingling and talking to each other. And there was a few who like tried to talk to me a little bit. And I'm just like, I don't have anything to offer you. I don't know. Because in my imagination, I'm just like, I can't just go, some weather, huh? You know what I mean? Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And if they're not going to come up and be like, hey man, did you see the new Witcher 4 trailer? Like,
right.
then we have nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? Or if they're going to come up and be like, so what you think of SKZ Hop? This shit's good, right?
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to talk to these adults about? Kids, huh? The old ball and chains back at work. I'm not that guy,
Right.
So like, I just can't, I don't know. That also wouldn't fly because it was like 90%, moms. So yeah. Yeah. But, it was quite the event. I'm glad it's over. Kids are happy that they're off for Christmas break, and it's good. Here's the problem why I can't bring up stray kids and make them uncomfortable or comfortable that way, because it's something I can talk about, is that two of the kids in the class are Korean. So if you have a friend who's Korean and you haven't told them like, oh, I listen to K-pop, like I'm a K-pop fan, and then that comes out at some point, I get the sense they don't like it very much. So it's like when Jeanette was growing up and people go, oh, you're Japanese? Can you say something in Japanese? Kind of a thing, like, because I'm not, because I feel like that they're gonna feel like I fetishize their culture, and like that's not what I'm trying to express. If I say I like K-pop, I'm just saying I like music and the kind of way they produce it. It has nothing to do with that. I'm so sorry. So I have that conversation happened in my head naturally. And then I didn't talk to anyone. So that's how it works. Yeah.
I feel like if you would be digging a hole, for yourself, if you even tried to, like rationalize it to them. Like, you're Korean. I listen to K-pop, but those aren't connected. I promise.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I also look, this isn't the Phil's therapy podcast, but like I'll be in that room with all these other parents and I'm in a room with a bunch of adults.
Yeah.
And I may be the oldest person there.
Right.
So I don't know what that says about me or anybody else, but I feel weird about it, and yeah, you're welcome, world, for me disclosing that. Anyway, but this is a Stray Kids podcast.
It is, and, that is what we do here. Do adults normally do this? Who cares? It doesn't matter. We're old.
They do. They do.
So, yeah.
If you look at our listener statistics,
That's true,
they absolutely do.
Right.
So we see you.
Most of 99% of our listener base and people who attend are actual adults. So this is clearly an adult activity. Also, we cuss a lot. So
yeah. And how am I supposed to talk to a bunch of other adults if I can't cuss? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're fucking right about that.
Mm-hmm. I am. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we have a few things to do tonight. We've got signed albums to open. I have one. You have, we'll say more than one. You have 4.
Well, I'm not going to open all
right?
4 signed copies.
Yeah. You don't have to.
Well,
it's up to you.
I mean, hopefully I don't have to open all 4 because there's only one thing that I'm after. And if I get that in the first one, then I don't have to open it anymore.
Is it Changbin's signature?
Well, that could be it. Yeah.
It's easy because it's just a little face. So you always know it when you get it.
Yeah.
And and it doesn't have a tail. IN also makes one with a face that has it's like a fox, with a tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we do have a lot of the solo songs. They have music videos that have been releasing. So we have a fair few of those to go through as well. So we can actually see the vibe of the music videos that they recorded for those. So that should be fun. That'll be a good time. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start by watching IN's hallucination music video?
Let's open these bad boys up.
All right, we're gonna open the bad boys.
Open the
bad boys.
Yeah. Did you question? Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
Well, question.
I was just gonna ask you about a movie that got announced that has nothing to do with our podcast and is meaningless, other than that I would want to talk about it with you.
No, I don't know what you're talking
about. The new Karate Kid movie that got announced.
Oh, is that? What do you want to talk about it? What do you want to say about it?
I'm excited about it. It makes me want to watch the Karate Kid cinematic universe. the greater, because I was the Karate Kid was probably my favorite movie when I was a kid, and I still love it. And now I even liked the next Karate Kid. I don't know if you watched that one or any of them.
I've watched all of them.
But I was not willing to watch the one with Jackie Chan because I felt like the Jaden Smith one, it's like, it's okay, it's called the Karate Kid, but it's kung fu. That's not karate. Karate is or karate, right? That's from Okinawa. It's from Japan. So it's weird to like, I felt weird about it. And I was like, this is not something that I'm that interested. It's almost like they're using the IP to just make the movie they want to make.
Right.
But now with this new movie, they're joining the universes. So like Ralph Macchio is back to help Jackie Chan train a kid. And I was like, that's fucking brilliant. And now I'm interested in watching the Jaden Smith one. So, and then also going through Cobra Kai, because I haven't watched any of Cobra Kai. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cool that they've done this thing.
So, I have watched some Cobra Kai, and I would like to say that I like it, because it's okay. But, it suffers from the problem where the only way to move the plot forward is to have adults not communicate.
Right, which you hate.
Right. Yeah. Like every episode's arc could be solved if just one fucking adult would act like an adult for the first 5 minutes of the show. And then but that wouldn't produce a show. It'd be like, oh,
right.
Yeah. Let's talk about this and come to a mutual agreement. Okay, all problems solved.
Can you clarify for me, since I haven't watched it? It seems like a parody of itself. Is it a parody, or are they taking it seriously? You know what I mean?
Because kinda. It's like it's like a mix of both, I would say.
Oh, okay, all right, that's interesting. Because like the movies took themselves seriously. They were like martial arts movies, but they had a plot. Like they were real, stories or whatever. And then when I saw the ads for Cobra Kai, it just seemed like it was kind of a goof. Like it was kind of making fun of the fact that it is a thing that exists. And, obviously there was like a plot point in How I Met Your Mother all about the Karate Kid. And I think that maybe brought it back into the zeitgeist a little bit, but done in a goofy way. And they had the guy who played Johnny from Karate Kid like on the show because Neil Patrick Harris's character thought he was the Karate Kid, not Ralph Macchio.
Right.
But then they made a show out of it, and I thought is this still just goofy? Or is this serious? Like, it's okay if it's a little silly or cheesy, that's fine. But I just wasn't sure if they were actually taking it seriously, because in that first movie, Ralph Macchio gets the shit kicked out of him twice, maybe 3 times. It's bad.
Yeah.
All because he wanted to chat up a lady.
Well, he also did some things that, perhaps he should not have.
Yeah, like putting that hose and spraying it on the guy in the urinal, or not in the. He was in a bathroom stall. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. I think that I know felt like he was getting revenge, but that's escalating. Like, yes, that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I
did not get Changbin's signature on this one, so
okay.
I'm going.
My CD is loose.
Mine was
juice
too.
is loose.
There's not like a thing like.
There's a flap on the inside cover. Okay. Yeah, I think that's where it's supposed to be, but it probably just flopped around. All right, I've got a couple of photo cards. I got some stickers. Oh, these are hot stickers. I actually really like them. Oh, I didn't even notice that the boys were also sticker. Oh, Tom. I've just looked down at my postcard and saw my signature.
Is it Changbin?
It's Changbin. I'm so very sorry.
No, that's all right. I have 3 more to open. So yeah, it's possible that I get it.
It's possible. All right. I'm going to snap a picture of it so that at least you can see what it looks like. This must have been I feel like looking at what I've got here and
I did get.
Looking at his signature, I'm thinking that's IN. That's the fox. You see how it's got little fox ears and a tail?
Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but I feel like you can kind of tell where in the batch of signatures you were, just based on like how much time they spent on that signature, you know. And I feel like my signature must have been a late batch. Here we go. I'm gonna take a picture of it so you can all see it. It looks good. I mean, like I know what it is, but like this was at a point where he's like, my arm hurts. I was lifting weights all day today. I was going ultra, and I just don't have any ultra left in me for the signature. So, you know. Let's see.
Not again.
Not again? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who's this.
Also, my photo cards, I've got the double-sided Han, and his hair looks so good in this picture. God damn. Okay. It looks really good. Here we go. Sending it. There we are. And then I have Felix poking Changbin's cheek, which is also adorable. Love that. Those are some good cards. So I'm happy with it. Oh, we also have stickers of all of the tracks too. Love that. That way I can express my love for railway to the whole world. Everyone's going to know. Can't stop this train, you know? Oh yeah, we did get the same double photo card. That's great. Okay, I didn't even see the signature on that
it's
one.
In the bottom right.
You're gonna have to zoom in. Okay, you got Felix, and then you got Hyunjin and Han. What is your signature? Open browser. Oh, it's Lee now. That's what everybody's saying. There you go.
I got a duplicate.
Lino? God, I can't believe that is Lino, because like Lino's looks like a star. That's what his signature looks like. But again, this is like this is late into signing albums Lino signature, I feel like. That is so funny. You got a duplicate signature?
No, cards.
Is it IN again? Oh, cards. Yeah. That's when you start trading.
Damn, I'm gonna have to open the 4th one.
Shit, here we go.
All right.
Is it gonna happen?
Let's tuck these back in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my stickers away, my postcard away. It looks good. Looks real good. I'm very disappointed that even though we're going to listen to these and watch these music videos, that Railway and Ultra have not been released yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bangchan. It says Chan. So there you go. Or Chris. I'm not sure. Or it says cute. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But it's that is Christopher. Is that your third?
Yeah.
All right. We're about to find out if we're gonna need to trade signed albums. Who do I want? Probably Lino or Bangchan for Jeanette.
Oh yeah.
You got it? Oh. See, that's why you buy 4, people. You buy 4 so that you get the one you want. I can't wait to see it. And what photo card did you get?
This is it, right? This is
Let's see it.
It's like an L, but turned on its side.
It's a V with little. That's it. You got it. Yep, that's it. That's Changbin's signature. You got it. Look at that, dude.
Woo!
Yeah, man. If only we could celebrate with Ultra, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But instead we have to celebrate with Hallucination, which you did. Come on. You got a signature from IN, so like, you know, that's something. Yeah. I'm excited about seeing this music video. I've seen a lot of TikToks and stuff of people talking about it after just the song came out, because you like jokingly saying, like, having conversations, like doing a skit of like IN talking to Bangchan, being like, you know, for my solo song on this album, I think I'm gonna do a song like how you do sometimes, Bangchan, you know? And he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean a song like I do? You're gonna do one about vehicles? It's gonna be good. Oh man, tomorrow is gonna be Ultra. This is bullshit. Well, that's okay. Then we'll have something to watch next Friday.
Oh,
are we gonna be here next Friday? I don't know.
I mean, I will be.
Good question.
I'm not doing anything.
I mean, you're right. I guess that's a good point. All right. That's the albums. I only had one so far. Word on the wind is that I will have one in my stocking for Christmas. And, you know, if we go out shopping or something tomorrow, maybe we'll swing by Pink Box. Maybe we'll have another one. So we'll find out soon. And we'll let you know what we think. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? But for now, we're gonna watch Stray Kids music videos. You wanna see Hallucination? Should we hallucinate together? We'll drop some IN and hallucinate.
Yeah.
All right, Tom. That's the music video for Hallucination by IN. What'd you think of that?
I liked it.
It's good. Man, IN is so not baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That he's like half naked. I say that just because he has abs out, but Jesus Christ, dude! Like,
it was definitely a different side of IN than we're used to, I think.
Right. Yeah. And well, you know, like he's talked about frequently in things that we've seen him in, how like people expect him as the youngest member to be like cute and do cute things, do aegyo and stuff. And the members really have to goad him to get him to do it. And it's like, so is this what you really wanted? You want to do sexy concepts the whole time?
Right.
You want to do like sultry, like check this out, look at my abs type of things, which, to be fair, if he wanted to show his abs, he could have done that in Kingdom. You remember he was supposed to pull up his shirt and show his abs, but then he didn't. He backed out and wore overalls. So just saying,
really? Well, we got Felix. So
right, yeah. So yeah, Felix was enough. That was fine. Maybe there would have been too many abs, and people would have criticized them for only winning off of abs.
Yeah,
they might have done that anyway. I don't know. I'm not in Korea, but yeah, he's a man now. Clearly,
he's the man now, dog.
He's the man now, dog. Yeah, he wanted to be a priest. Tom, what do you think of that? That is a true story. He wanted to be a Catholic priest.
And now he wants to fuck. Well, at least give the image of it.
It sure looks like he knows what he's up to. So, yeah. He knows what he's on about. The next thing we've got up is Sungmin's As We Are video. We're going to check it out. This is one that sounded like an anime ending, so let's see if the visuals kind of match that tone. I don't know. That is Sungmin. What'd you think of that video, Tom?
It was it tells a story.
It told a story about baseball.
Yeah.
And dreams,
Yeah.
It was so deep. Mostly about baseball, though.
Oh my God. So deep. Isn't that a DDR song?
It could be.
I think it is.
I'm like
Sounds
gonna immediately Google this.
Just when you said that, I don't know. I had flashbacks to a song that I used to play a lot, and I'm pretty sure it was called "So Deep."
Maybe it was Silver Tier So Deep Perfect Sphere remix.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just "So Deep."
I don't know.
Maybe Perfect Sphere. Okay, hold on. I gotta check it out. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, that's it. It totally is.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I like it. I need to zoom in here because I want to see the art here. So,
oh yeah, Dance Dance Revolution Extreme. Yeah, I had that on the PlayStation 2, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely PS2. Yeah, it's very cute. Yeah, the art on the library card is awesome. I loved the little animation they did with it and everything. Like it was really cool. Anyway, it's cool. I like how I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna be like a, is it gonna be like an anime or a drama? And then it was immediately like somebody running on a field being like, oh, I'm so sad, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, we nailed it. It's good,
The first part of it, I couldn't help. I think they like either they sprayed him with some water or they CGI'd some sweat on the side of his face,
Yeah.
But like the rest of his
idols
hair is
don't
perfect.
sweat, so
I'm
yeah.
like, no.
We all know idols don't sweat. Hyunjin has never sweated in his entire life.
No, never.
Especially not during a live performance. That's just how it works. He naturally glistens. That's all. It's not. There's no sweat there.
It's the skin of a killer, Bella.
Yeah, it sure is. Which I've seen. I've seen a fair few like TikToks referencing Twilight, and I'm always tempted to send them to you, but then I feel like your For You page will be all Twilight references, so I decide not to most of the time. So fine. You're welcome.
Even if it were like, I don't know, I wouldn't care. It'd be better than some of the stuff that I get. So
yeah. Well, I do my best. You have your own private For You page just coming straight from me.
Yeah.
But some people might say that it's a little unfair. And that one of that people may be Felix, because he's the next music video that we're going to watch, and it's called Unfair. Oh. This is the one that is the story of Beauty and the Beast, the lyrics. So is it going to actually have any iconography from Beauty and the Beast? Are we going to see some dancing cutlery? I'm not sure.
Can they do that? Or
I don't know. They could reference it. All right, listen, if I see cutlery or a chipped cup, right? A chipped cup, that's the wink, you know. Oh, yeah, look, it's a chipped cup. Oh. Anyway, let's watch it and see. I don't know.
My life is so unfair. I'm still left in despair. Just when I thought that God had answered my home prayer.
So that's unfair. What'd you think of that?
Some very subtle references, I feel like.
Sure. Yeah.
But the lyrics definitely, like, you can't.
He literally said bell.
He said bell. He said beast. He said Gaston. Oh,
he said the thing. A tale as old as time. A song as old as rhyme.
No pause.
You almost jumped the gun.
Sorry,
Jesus. Yeah, so, like, you know, it was all over the place. That video, the underwater segments, like, I think we all know that Felix is a beautiful man. He looks pristine under the water. Like, I don't know, he always looks a little ethereal, like, especially when he goes blonde. But, like, those moments of his, like, with the wings and his hair kind of, like, floating a little bit, like, I don't know, man. He looks magical. Like, it really looks incredible. Mm-hmm. I know that on Kingdom, that one of the groups did an underwater scene. This was better. Like, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, they had to like cut it down and put it on like a big LCD screen, but this is pretty good.
Yeah. It made me think of, well, I mean, this is totally kind of unrelated to the music video itself, but, like, how many other songs do you know of that are, like, entirely a reference to another form of media? You know?
Every chiptune.
Oh, every chiptune?
Yeah, chiptunes. You know chiptunes.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm aware of chiptunes.
Chiptunes are references to video game music, right?
Well, I mean, sure, in that they use video game music or sounds to make music.
Sounds, yeah, right.
But no, I mean, like, so the best example that I could think of was "Let Me In" by MC Chris.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one. Also,
he references a lot of stuff. I mean, the whole Star Wars saga of bounty hunters that he's done. I mean,
yeah.
So when are we getting that MC Chris Stray Kids collab? You know?
Oh shit, it'd be
good.
Sick. Yeah,
it would be really good. I'm sure he would be down for it. You know?
You think so?
The man needs money. Okay, he's a single parent. Like, he's raising his son alone. So
damn.
You know?
Yeah.
Hook him up.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still selling it, but I got some TikToks a while back of him, like, selling this, like, USB thing with, like, all of his music.
The whole discography. Yeah.
I didn't buy one.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
I didn't buy one either because I already have all his music. I have like 4 vinyl records of MC Chris albums. So if he released more, I would buy more. In fact, I did look on his store when he was having the sale, and he wasn't selling any kids shirts because Michelle does not have an MC Chris shirt, and she is jealous a little bit of Logan when he gets to wear his. Because he has 2 kids albums that are like Marshmallow People. There's Marshmallow Playground and then Marshmallow Campground, and the kids, like, I've played a few of the songs from there for them, and it's really good. There's one that Michelle really wanted to listen to around Halloween, which is about not being able to have candy until Halloween because you didn't brush your teeth and you got cavities. And there's a part in the middle of it where he's like, that's right, kids. MC Chris brushes before and after every meal. And even sometimes I'm brushing during the meal. It's disgusting. Don't do that. But do the other parts. And the kids just laugh their heads off every single time it plays. So, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, kid-friendly content from MC Chris is great. I love that. Because then we can share it.
Yeah.
But the other thing I want to share is Holding My Hand with Han.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
In this music video. I'm really excited for it because, again, like this has been my jam on the album. I've really enjoyed it. I mean, beyond the other ones that I knew I was going to love. Like this one didn't surprise me that I liked a Han song, but like typically he's sad boy Han, and this is a little more upbeat, a little more fun. Right. So you know that's good. Well, let's check it out. What's the music video like? That is Hold My Hand. What'd you think of the music video?
It's good. I like the style of it, you know, the things like being drawn in. It's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it seems that Han has like a fascination with these kind of, I don't know what they're called, but this isn't the first time he's worn a hat like this.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. The little like flappy ear hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they're called either. I live in Texas. Like, we don't have a use for that. Neither does he. Well, I know, actually, that's not true. I mean, Korea's further north than I am, so on the northern hemisphere. And they just had a bunch of snow recently. We know about that. Yeah, man, he's like, it's a pretty good like rock song. I mean, it's pretty good. Did I mishear the lyrics the first few times that I've listened to it, and several other times that I've listened to it? Yeah. Yeah, I have. Because when he says I heard cause I want your nacho cheese, because I want your nacho cheese, I think. I can't quite place exactly where I thought that he was saying, because I was like, that's not right. But I think cause I want your nacho cheese, so baby hold my hand. And it's not nacho cheese, obviously, because it's all I want is you, not your tears. Right. But if you listen to it, like, there's a few times where I was like, it's fully English. I should understand what he's saying. But sometimes you mishear lyrics. It's all good now, you know?
Yeah, but, I mean, look, there's plenty of times where we can hear something else in Stray Kids lyrics, so I don't think it's your fault.
Yeah, and look, of those occasions, this is basically like nothing. It's total nothing burger compared to what we normally see.
But I mean, I like nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese,
nacho tears. Yeah.
Also, like when I looked up the real lyrics, and it's like I want you, not your tears, and I'm like, I know that like the idea behind this is like I want to make you happy, but it comes off as a little like, is this toxic masculinity? Hey, look, I want you, but you better not cry. Yeah.
I don't got time for that sissy shit.
Exactly. See, you get it, Tom.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Anytime Anna cries, I leave the room. I don't got.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like you. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You see that little emoji or whatever that Anna just posted? I bought her one of those in real life, and if she squeezes it, it plays the little sad violin song or whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty great. So the next thing we have on the docket is Hyunjin's So Good. And I think that more than any other song, this is going to benefit from having its music video released. Just because, like, it's a song that has like a very apparent dance break in it. And if you're not watching like the fan cams of them in concert and you don't know what the dance break looks like, you're just listening to an instrumental. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it'll be interesting to see like how it actually comes across in the actual music video. So we're gonna watch it.
Oh my God.
All right, that's a music video for Life is So Good. Tom, what'd you think?
It was good.
Was it so good?
It was so good.
Was Life so good?
Life is so good.
It is. I love that that's on the same album as Felix going, my life is so unfair. I think that's really funny.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it's great. I thought the dance break was really good. You know, I think it works better being able to have that visual. So yeah, I mean, you know, once it's in your brain, like you're gonna understand, like you're gonna know what you're getting into. So I think, you know, subsequent listens will be enhanced just by having the visual in your mind. And you know, yeah, it's pretty good. His outfits, the baggy pants and the super long hooded like sweater.
Yeah.
They look so cool. I'm like, I want a big long sweater like that. Like, why don't I have a big long sweater? And to be fair, I did buy like at Costco had these like big hoodies that are like oversized hoodies. And so we bought them. Our whole family has one. Everyone has one. And when there was a couple days where it was really cold here and it felt great to just hang out, play video games in my giant hoodie. And then, of course, when I was playing with the kids, I would like go up to Michelle and I would pull my hoodie over her completely, pick her up, and then move her to a different room and then drop her off so she wouldn't know where she was. It was fun. Yeah, we had a good time. And then she was like, do it again. You know, so, but you know, it'd be nice to have it in other form factors. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. And baggy pants are back, you know? So,
yeah.
Just saying.
Hey, what's the, do they have any rules on, like facial piercings like that? Cause like, I mean, he could, you know, he could pull that off. I think all of them could really.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we know that Han's gotten a couple tattoos, real tattoos, not fake ones. Which is good. Because, I had seen a post where somebody was like, I watched, you know, Bangchan doing Railway, and they were like, does he have are those real tattoos? And it's like, they're fake tattoos, but they're literally tattoos of like somebody's hands like clawing at his back, like reaching up from behind and grabbing on. And I'm like, I sure hope those aren't real tattoos, because that would be crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they change all the time, but that's the one that I was iconic to me. But yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know what the rules are. I mean, obviously, right now, you know, they're doing fake piercings. That's just how you do, because you can't put holes in your face. But that doesn't mean that there aren't idols that have actual piercings. I think it comes with age and changing contracts as you age, you know, where they're going to allow for that kind of stuff. But like, they want to be able to sell you to as a model, you know, as like a spokesperson for products and stuff. And they don't want to do that with a bunch of, you know, piercings. You know, they want to be able to customize, accessorize, you know. So
yeah,
it makes sense, but like yeah, eventually I think that a lot of them, because of the way that they are constantly wearing, you know, piercings and stuff on their lips and noses and everywhere in between, that one time when Bangchan had one just kind of glued onto his eyebrow, which was pretty great. That was pretty good. But Tom, did you know that I had a surprise planned for you tonight?
I did not know that.
You're gonna love it.
Oh,
You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great.
Is it a thigh quiz?
It's not a quiz.
Okay.
So there's something that happens sometimes with K-pop songs and other songs. Like a lot of like songs that just get released will get like a remix album, and there'll just be a bunch of remixes of the title track or whatever. And I don't know how often that Stray Kids have done this in the past, but this one kind of takes the cake, because we've got 3 remixes they did. I think I'm gonna rearrange. I'm gonna rearrange these.
Rearrange them.
So yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Have you ever had a Dweems?
So they have 3 versions. They've got the Sway version, they've got the sped up version, and they've got the Sleigh version. Oh, so
okay, I am looking forward to this because I was going to ask you on the actual album, which one do you prefer, the original or the hip version?
I prefer the hip version.
Oh yeah, totally. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, I don't think the original is fine.
Right.
Like,
no. Okay.
I love the original.
Of course, right. The original is great, but the hip version just fucking slaps.
I don't skip. I love them both,
right.
But I like the hip version, like, you know, a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
We should give these other versions a try to see, you know, maybe how good they are. Maybe they're better, Tom. First we'll listen to the Sway version and see how it goes. Yeah, we'll just try this out. I'ma flow on the water. All right, that's the Sway version. What you think, Tom?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. It's okay. It's not better. But I'll say for the first, I don't know, probably minute ish, I couldn't get rid of this thought that like, this is the version of the song you'd get at like a school dance when the staff is like, hey, we hired not Stray Kids, but they're like Stray Kids. They're a Stray Kids cover band, you know?
Yeah.
That's the vibe I was getting.
Yeah. I see that. I was thinking like this is the version that would be on a Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack. You know, it has that vibe to it where I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah. But here's the problem is that with all these remixes, I think this is going to be a problem, is that like, I want to hear the remix just to hear it a little bit. But then you have to listen to the whole song. And I'm like, I get what we've got going on here. Like, we need to, you know, but I got to hear it out.
What if there's just one part of it that is just so good it makes listening to the rest of it worth it, you know?
Well, I think that listening to the Sleigh version is going to rock our worlds.
God, I hope so. Yeah. Oh, wait, it's Sleigh like Christmas sleighs.
What? No, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not that. What are you talking about?
I thought it was SLAY.
Oh, well.
Oh, no. I'ma flow on the water.
All right, Tom, what'd you think of the Sleigh version?
There's only one Christmas song that I like, and it's not that one.
Yeah. Oh, this did end up on our Stray Kids Christmas playlist. Jeanette and I have one that we share.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
It's just
I don't think that song and a Christmas vibe, you know, mesh together very well.
What? Really?
It's just not for me.
I think it's really funny. I obviously,
maybe they should have changed the lyric. They should make "Walkin' on Snow," you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but then
when they're talking about Aquaman, they could be like Santa Claus, you know, and
like change the lyrics, change everything in the song just for this one joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll listen. I'll tell you what. If Stray Kids are listening, which we know they are, at least Chris, make "Walkin' on Snow" Sleigh version. You know what? Make a music video where all of you are just playing playing in the snow, building a snowman, and Santa Claus comes down and like gives you presents and stuff. I'll watch that.
Yeah, will you? Will you watch this, which I'm pulling up right now? Hold on, I haven't added it yet.
Walking on Water dance practice video holiday version.
You happy with that?
Sure, yeah. All right, let's listen to this last one.
Okay, this is a sped up version, so maybe it'll be shorter.
Oh, it's 2 minutes.
All right, what'd you think of the sped up version?
It's, what would have been better than that is if, I don't know if they're still a thing, but like if they had teamed up with Alvin and the Chipmunks and
Right,
done an Alvin and the Chipmunks version, that would have been better.
That's basically what they did. I mean, I played this version for the kids. They thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, they thought it was so funny and asked me to play it like over and over. So yeah, it's pretty good. The thing about remix albums, right, is that I remember in the past in Stayville, people complaining that Stray Kids didn't release remix albums of their title tracks to get more streams for their title tracks, because like they were like, look, if we had, remix albums, people always drop remix albums and then they like pump up their streaming numbers and they win award shows and stuff like that. Nobody could claim that this remix album was released for that reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They did this for fun and fun only. Like
Right.
they thought, let's have a little fun. We're going to have some fun with our remixes. It's not going to be that serious. Like it's holiday season. Like let's just have a good time. So I think it was fun. I think it was just a goofy good time. Will I listen to most of these? No. There's already a remix on the actual album that I do listen to. Like I'm good with that one.
Right.
So
the one on the remix on, or the version on the album,
right,
is so good.
Right.
Okay, since you made me sit through all those, I want to share. I've been meaning to share this with you.
Sure.
Because I think you'll like it. But Anna and I have been watching Arcane, or we watched Arcane. We finished it. We watched both seasons of it. And it's really good. But one of the things that like really makes Arcane stand out is the fucking soundtrack for both seasons are just insanely good.
There's a little known person who did a collaboration with Stray Kids
right.
for that.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Come Play by Stray Kids was in season 2. There were a couple songs. What?
Oh, I was just gonna say, can you weigh in on that, because like I haven't watched it, so how did it play in the actual the actual episode? There's
a scene where it starts to play, and like obviously I recognize it because I have listened to it many times
right
before even watching the show. The Spanish part is like really prominent for a little bit of time, and then we get like there's like an action scene where it's Felix's part.
Okay.
And it is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay. All right.
But most of the songs there's only like a part of it that is in the show. But I don't know, it's just really well done. And I think it's because they had like they hired like actual bands to make songs, and then I don't know how they did it. If they just said, "Hey, make a song for the soundtrack, and then we'll figure out where to put it," or if they kind of said like, "Hey, this is the theme that we want for this scene. Can you make something for it?" Either way, cool. they did a really good job. But this one from season 2, I want to show you because it's really good. I've been listening to it a lot.
Okay, it's called Hellfire.
A few moments later.
Damn, that shit was really good. All right,
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch.
You gotta watch
this show.
Yeah.
I've been watching Shrinking.
Oh,
you know that show?
No, I do not. What's that?
Oh, it's an Apple TV Plus show with Jason Segel and Harrison Ford, and it is so good.
All right.
It's like funny and dramatic, and Just real good. Real good. Yep. It's been fun. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to, you know, I've been subscribed to Paramount Plus for a few months because Jeanette and I were watching Big Brother and then we watched Survivor, but Survivor's over now. So it's time to cancel and switch our allegiance.
Well, wait, what else is on Paramount? I'm pretty sure From is on Paramount, right?
From is not on Paramount. From is on MGM.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's weird. I don't know. Which I didn't finish. You're reminding me that we didn't finish the season.
Season 3.
It must be done now, right?
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, need to do that.
Yeah, season 3 is done.
But I'm not gonna subscribe to MGM. Okay, if I switch to anything, it'll probably be Netflix. In which case, I can watch Arcane, right? Because that's there. So
True.
maybe that's where we're headed. You know.
Yeah.
And if you want to be headed the right direction, you should go to makeastay.com.
Nice segue. That was good.
Yeah, I mean, I think I fucking nailed it. So do that.
Yeah. Go to makeastay.com.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. Yeah. There's this potential that this may be the last episode of the year that people hear on the feed. So
true.
Happy New Year. Yeah. Right?
People will be listening to this in the new year also, right? Like it's
potential. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it'll bridge the gap.
It's coming out next year. This episode.
So Happy New Year. Thanks for coming,
Christmas
everybody. Or whatever holidays you celebrate.
Right, yeah. Hope your fucking December was really good and your January is good too. How about that?
Yeah, it sounds great. It's perfect. Well said. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. But not your February. I hope your February sucks.
Yeah. It's short.